first ever guest on the Sports Update here, Matt Taylor, voice of the Colts. What's happening?
How we doing?
Thanks for coming in.
Good to see you,
dude.
Joey.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
It's wild thinking about how when I used to start out here at the Fan, and then I was kind of working under your wing because you were sideline reporter, doing all the stuff for the Colts radio department, and then now here we are.
Yeah, it's been a wild ride. I was here at MS for 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Loved every minute of it. Had a chance to go over and work for the Colts.
Mm-hmm.
Took over their radio production, managing the network and on air, and just, every year just took on more and more responsibility. So it's been a wild ride.
Yeah. How do you like being the voice? It's kind of a dumb question. Pretty awesome, right?
It is
a dream?
It 100% a dream. It's a huge responsibility that I don't take lightly, but on game day, when the game starts, I like to think that's when I'm in my element.
Yeah.
And it's a dream job. It's so much fun.
You probably get it a lot, but your energy and your enthusiasm when you're making a big call, man, is just, it's infectious. I love it.
Right.
That's every broadcaster's dream when you get that touchdown call or that game-winning field goal, right?
Well, I appreciate you saying that. I mean, you have to know the audience, right? I mean, 95% of your audience is listening in Indianapolis or the surrounding community. So they're all Colts fans following the Colts. So I just want to share in their passion, in their enthusiasm, and celebrate the highs and try to get through the lows as best you can.
What's been your favorite call?
A great question. Last year we had some really good ones. I think, 2 years ago there was like a 65-yard bomb to T.Y. Hilton from Andrew Luck. That was a fun one. Last year, Darius Leonard's pick six. That was fun.
Yeah.
Just a great moment for him. Kind of like the big signature moment of his career so far. So I think that was a fun one to be a part of. But any touchdown call, you just can't replace those.
My favorite, and one that I think you debuted this past year, I haven't heard before that, was the Holy My.
Yeah.
And that kind of came, that was just spur of the moment, just kind of came.
Just blurted out.
Is that your signature thing now?
I don't know if it's a signature thing, but I mean, I think that's a saying. I've heard that be a saying before.
Yeah.
So it's sort of become part of me now, I guess. I think the play you're referring to was the walk-off field goal, or almost a walk-off field goal by Adam Vinatieri.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the moment and I thought the call needed a punctuation mark.
Sure.
So that's where Holy My came from. And a lot of people thought I was trying to say holy cow or oh my, but no, Holy My. It's I'm pretty sure my dad said that growing up, or it's a family thing, so I went with it.
I remember JMV, because you used to produce for JMV. Yeah,
right.
And so he was giving you a little bit of a hard time about it after the call.
Right.
And you were like, no, I grew up in a house where that happened.
Like I said, I'm pretty sure my mom was like, clean your room. This is disgusting. Holy my. I'm pretty sure that was part of the fabric of my childhood.
For sure.
So it's ingrained in my mind somehow. But now everybody, it's a funny story. Like I had a kid on Halloween, because I think that game was the week before Halloween. So I had a kid ring my doorbell, ask for trick or treat, and then he said, Holy my, and then his dad's in the background and the leaves just get a huge chuckle out of it. So it's become a thing. It's started to grow.
Did you give him something good? I mean, was it a good
candy
bar?
Full-size Butterfinger.
Only full-size at the Taylor house.
Oh, yeah.
Man, that's awesome.
Yep.
That's awesome. Yeah, I could just see, I don't know, what do you think, 10, 15 years from now, they're printing them on T-shirts, this is like a Holy My thing?
I think the moment has to deserve the Holy My. You just can't throw it out there willy-nilly. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. You don't follow me on Twitter, I don't think. Why don't you follow me on Twitter?
Do I not?
I don't think so.
I'm not a big Twitter guy.
That's
where I need you to help me with the Twitter.
I always like your tweets and stuff, and I'm like, mate, what's going on, man? We're
Southside
kids, Southside India. I'm like, always pulling out the phone. And I hate to put you on the spot, but I'm like, if I'm going to get you here, I'm going to ask.
I will as soon as we're done. But I still see all your stuff, though. I mean, it's infectious. It's everywhere.
For those of you who don't know, obviously, voice of the Colts, tremendous at what he does. But from what I first knew of Matt Taylor, besides working for the Colts and doing all that, was the outstanding impersonation.
It was more like in the background. It was more like, the back bar at the party. Hey, check this out.
Right.
That kind of thing. I don't try to make it public too much.
And it's a question.
Until now.
Sorry. It's a question. I love him so much. I was like, I want to do this. It'd be fun. It's a question that I've been getting a lot. It's like, when did you know? When did you start doing these kind of things? Have you always just, in the living room when you were a kid?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. I mean, I knew this is kind of what I wanted to do as a kid, so I would take in a lot of guys that did it as, on a big time level. Mm-hmm. So I paid attention a lot to their styles, but then in doing that, you pick up their inflections, the way they say things.
Exactly.
And so I always say it's the biggest form of flattery. If I can impersonate you, it means I'm paying attention to you. I think you're important enough for me to mimic how you do things.
Yeah, you're gonna have people impersonating you here. So
Well, let's hope not. That would be bad.
All right, so what we're gonna do, because Matt can do so many good impressions, and because I can do some pretty good impressions as well, we're gonna take a little bit from Jimmy Fallon. Like I said, we have our own little wheel of impressions here. All right, so there's 12 different people on here. 6 of people that Matt can do, 6 of people that I can somewhat do. And we have scenarios in this hat. We're gonna spin the wheel, pull out of the hat, and then we'll have 20 seconds or so to impersonate that person. All right.
See where it goes.
Yeah. Do you want to do the honors and go first?
And I haven't seen it. Have you seen this?
I have not seen these.
All right.
No, but they're not. I can assure you, it's on our videographers. If there's anything, they didn't do anything inappropriate. All right. So why don't you spin the wheel?
Okay.
Let's see if we can land on somebody here.
Here we go.
All right. First ever wheel of impressions. Let's just go right there.
Perfect.
Yeah. So Bob and Tom.
Yeah,
legend.
Grew up listening to Bob and Tom. Love this skit. Love this bit.
All right, let's pull out a scenario here. And read off what we got.
Here we go. This is Donnie Baker. I guess talking about his favorite sport.
Okay, let me get to about 20 second, and then here we go.
Well, I was watching ESPN the other day, and they had that tennis and stuff where they're volleying it back and forth, and they're trying to get in that little square, and there's a ball, and I guess if you hit the end line, it's in, but it's not out. I don't know. I had to call my cousin Mitchell, gave me a rule book, and I was like, I don't need your stupid rule book, Mitchell. If anything, give me a Kelly Blue Book, because I need to know what my boat's going for. But whatever, man. Tennis is an okay sport, but I'd rather watch the XFL or the WNBA or whatever.
20 seconds. That was more. You nailed it, man. You did it.
I swear to God. That was longer than 20.
It was.
Whatever.
It was 6 seconds longer.
I don't need a clock. Whatever.
All right, here we go. Staying in character. I love it. Let's see if I can land on anything here. We'll do just about 3. Here, we'll go to Kuiper.
Oh.
Draft coming up.
Beautiful. Take a good one.
Mel Kiper Jr. Oh, Mel Kiper Jr., Peyton Manning, or Tom Brady. All right. I'll do 20 seconds here on the clock. Well, I think when you look at somebody like Peyton Manning or Tom Brady obviously the underdog coming out of Michigan, a 6th-round pick. Peyton Manning, the Heisman runner-up. I think he should have been the Heisman winner, 1998, coming out of that classic draft class. When I look at these two guys, I think of the potential of Manning. He's a first-ballot Hall of Famer. Tom Brady, potentially the GOAT of all time. Either way, you're going to have a good situation. I think I'm a more of a Peyton Manning kind of guy.
Beautiful. 18/12.
There you go.
18/12.
I had to finish with that, playing the hometown crowd with Mel Kiper Jr. All right, Matt, why don't you give us a little
good work.
Spin of the wheel. That. I swear, of like Caliendo, SNL people, this might be my most favorite impression.
Well, this is a local guy, right? So the national, you're more the national the guys. I'm more the local.
Sure. Don Fisher, voice of the longtime legendary voice of the Indiana Hoosiers.
Right.
And what we got?
All right. So this is Monument Circle.
Okay.
So Don Fisher talking about driving around Monument Circle.
Perfect. Here we go. On my mark. Ready?
So taking a left off to Washington Street and now headed towards Market. And there it is, the Soldiers and Sailors Monument here in downtown Indianapolis. And just across the street or down the street, you have Bankers Life Fieldhouse, the home of the Big Ten Championship, where Indiana, trying to improve upon their 12 seed. Maybe they play Iowa, maybe they play Nebraska, maybe they play Purdue. It's not at the Assembly Hall. It'll be downtown Indianapolis, the home of Monument Circle.
There the Indiana and the Purdue.
This afternoon.
You always have to work it.
You always have to work it. This bowl game this afternoon. Indiana.
Don's the best. Don is the absolute best.
So have you met him?
Oh, for sure. I mean, Don actually, he's a great sport about it. He knows that I do the impression. Don actually, voiceovered, emceed through audio my wedding introductions.
Oh, my God.
So my brother reached out to him. It's funny because a lot of people at the wedding thought it was me doing an impression of Don. It was actually Don emceeing or introducing the wedding party.
How cool is that?
It was
awesome. Love when people are cool about that. Okay, let's go here. Oh, yes.
Beautiful.
Here we go.
This is one of my favorites.
Coach O, head coach of the LSU Tigers, talking about his favorite holiday.
So many to choose from.
I know. Favorite holiday, Coach O. Here we go.
Well, I think when you're looking between all the holidays, you have to land on one, and that's Thanksgiving. Down in Louisiana, you have plenty of gumbo, you have plenty of fried Cajun food down there, and there's plenty of Tiger football as well. That's right. Thanksgiving over Christmas, but Christmas ain't bad too. Go Tigers!
Pass the rolls. Pass the rolls, Coach O. Leave some for seconds.
There you go. Yeah,
Nice.
absolutely.
Good work.
Cool. All right, your last one here. Let's finish
All right,
strong.
I'll only get one more.
Yeah, we'll do three. Three apiece. Here a
Let's
little
see
bit.
here. I'm gonna cheat.
Okay,
Can I
let's
cheat?
do it. Let's
I
do
didn't
it.
even spin.
That's fine.
I cheated here.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
Legendary broadcaster
That's
as
right.
well.
Ooh, Marv Albert talking about his favorite movie.
I'm
So,
interested to see where you
I'm
go.
just gonna guess what his favorite movie is
for
in
sure.
this case.
All right, here we go. Ready?
On Siskel and Ebert, it is time now for the review of the 1985 classic of Back to the Future, starring Michael J. Fox. He makes out with his mom, and then he has to get his way back home. There is a clock tower, a bolt of lightning. It all works out in the end as he meets Jennifer back in 1985. All is well. The sports almanac was lost, and it was found. Two thumbs up. 2 thumbs up. Back to the Future. Yes! From downtown.
I've never heard you do Marv Albert before.
Oh, it comes from here.
Oh, yeah.
Like some come here, and some are this one's like way deep.
Yes.
Yeah,
Definitely.
right
I could see when you're
Ah!
really.
Michael Jordan at the United Center.
Did he do a kick save and a beauty? Can we get one of those?
A kick save and a beauty and a spin. Yes! It's the NBA on TNT, brought to you by Geico.
I love to see him.
Yeah, it's all-
in broadcasting a game,
Yeah.
like to see what's going on.
It takes
in
a
front
lot.
of it.
It takes a lot.
That's awesome.
Yep.
All right. Well, you said that. I'm going to kind of cheat a little bit here and go to one of my personal
Yeah.
favorites.
Oh, okay.
One of my first ones that I
Yep.
ever did.
Yep. I think this
You
was
know-
the debut, right?
Yeah, you know him well. Let's see. Oh man, Andrew Luck talking about his favorite indie restaurant. This is just a match made in
Love
heaven
this.
here. Here
Love
we go.
this.
All right.
Big fan of Mass Ave. I'd be going down to Hopcat down there, or maybe even a Brothers sometimes if I'm feeling a little weird. We can go that way, but usually stick in the Fountain Square area. That's probably, I'd say, my favorite. Some of the Thai food down there is super, super good, and don't get to go out as much anymore because of the baby, but I do enjoy Fountain Square a lot.
Andrew, do you miss ball?
I certainly miss it more than changing poopy diapers.
Well done.
Oh,
Well done.
man,
I think that's got to be the winner.
No,
gotta be the
man.
winner.
That Marv Albert, I really like that a lot.
Yeah.
That's hey,
It's an oldie but a goodie.
I've been wanting to do that for a while, and I'm glad that you finally came in, man. That
Yeah.
was a heck of a lot of fun. Combine, everything's kind of
Yep.
getting ready for that, and then ready for the season. We'll be rolling before you know it,
Yeah,
right?
combine, then free agency. What are the Colts going to do? Got some dough to spend. Then free agency after that, or I think I said combine, then free agency, then the draft. So OTAs will be here before you know it, and then we'll just blink and we'll get right back at it.
Last question for you.
Yep.
Week 1, September 2020. Who's the starter? Colts quarterback. Who's starting?
Man, no idea.
No idea.
No idea. Obviously that internal evaluation's going on with Jacoby Brissett. I think Jacoby's going to be in a fight with whomever, whether that's a draft pick or somebody in free agency. So I would like to see Jacoby win that battle. I'm rooting for him just because I know him. I know that character that he has about himself. So I hope it's Jacoby, but at this time last year, we all thought it was going to be Andrew Luck, right? So we just truly do not know.
True. All right. Matt Taylor, voice of the Colts. You can hear him coming up all off season. And of course, once the boys in blue get back at it, you'll be hearing a lot of holy mize, hopefully, coming up in 2020. Thanks, Matt. Appreciate it, man.
DJ.